Well, there's no end to the canopy collapses as rain continues to wreak havoc. After Delhi and Jabalpur, the canopy has now collapsed in Gujarat. The canopy outside the Rajkot International Airport terminal collapsed amid heavy rain. The incident happened at the passenger pickup and drop area outside the terminal. Thankfully, the bystanders have escaped unhurt, but this could have been a major tragedy that has been averted. However, in the incident, a parked government official's car was damaged. This has sparked off allegations of corruption from the opposition, the Congress. The airport, remember, was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi just a couple of months ago. A canopy collapse at Terminal 1 of the Delhi airport resulted in 1 death and 8 injuries, with several cars enshrouded by the debris. In the aftermath of the Delhi airport roof collapse, the opposition is now targeting the centre, calling it proof of the collapsing infrastructure under the Modi government.
राजकोट एयरपोर्ट पर बनी हुई एयरपोर्ट के बाहर की कैनोपी चंदवा छत आज गिर गई। 11 महीने भी नहीं हुए हैं। देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी खुद आके इसका इनॉग्रेशन करके गए थे। भाई मुक्त भ्रष्टाचार हो रहा है, इसका ये नमूना है। अगर 11 महीने में कैनोपी गिर जाती है, ये तो अच्छा हुआ कि उस वक्त पे उसके नीचे कोई नहीं था, वरना किसी इंसान की जान चली जाती। जिम्मेवार कौन इसके लिए?
So the opposition continuing to question the government in Delhi. Over 10 people have been killed after the national capital received the highest rainfall in 88 years, bringing the city to a complete standstill. Heavy downpours have also led to the postponement of many surgeries at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. At least 50% of the scheduled surgeries were cancelled due to the waterlogging in the basement of the trauma centre.
कल हुई तेज बरसात और जलजमाव के चलते लगातार प्रभावित इलाके हमने देखे, लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा प्रभावित जो क्षेत्र हुआ है वो है एम्स के अस्पताल का, जहां पर ऑपरेशन थिएटर्स जो हैं वो ठप पड़े हुए हैं। तस्वीर अस्पताल की आपको दिखाएंगे कि किस तरीके से यहां पर अभी भी लोगों का आना जाना जारी है, लेकिन साफ तौर पर कल भयंकर बरसात के कारण दिल्ली के एम्स ऑपरेशन थिएटर प्रभावित हुए हैं। ऑपरेशन थिएटर बंद भी रहेंगे आज, इसके चलते दर्जनों सर्जरियां जो हैं वो प्रभावित हुई है। एम्स ने अपने आदेश में कहा है कि आपातकालीन सर्जरी की आवश्यकता वाले मरीजों को सफदरजंग और अन्य सरकारी अस्पतालों में भेजा जाना चाहिए। स्टोर रूम तक हालांकि पानी पहुंच गया है, ये जानकारी आई है। भारी बरसात के कारण सीएनसी ब्लॉक जो है वो प्रभावित रहेगा।
So look at the visuals on your screens. After the heavy downpour, this was the situation in the national capital of the country. And on the right side of your screens, you can see the visuals from the AIIMS Trauma Center. Because of the flooding, because of the inundation, the patients had to suffer. R. Rajagopalan, senior journalist, joins us on the broadcast. We're expecting Dr. Nikhil Patel, Congress leader, also to join us shortly. Mr. Rajagopalan, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. You're looking at the visuals over the last 24 hours. Infrastructure crumbling in one place to another. In the national capital, a life has been lost. In the trauma center of AIIMS, it has been flooded completely. And today it's Rajkot.
It's very, very sad commentary because the monsoon fury is very, very aggressive, and not only in North India but South India also. Throughout the country, the nature fury is much damaging. It's not only in the Indian; it's many other continents also had a severe cyclone or tsunami type etc. But you cannot avoid this. You cannot blame one particular one, Aam Aadmi Party or JDU or BJP or Prime Minister or Chief Minister. It's a national fury. I would like to say, if you want to take it, politicize it, it's very sad commentary on the Congress.
How is it politicizing? Mr. Rajagopalan, the political blame game of it aside, a life has been lost. When we talk about what happened in the national capital, the BJP also, of course, the opposition also did speak about when it was inaugurated, saying it was just cosmetic changes being brought in. The BJP also responded by saying that this was made in 2009. But can we go tell that to the families of those who have lost their loved ones, that this was constructed in 2009?
I don't agree with the minister's theory. Whichever the government is constructed, the infrastructure was also dreamt by the UPA government as well as NDA government. And moreover, rain kills 8. You suffer, but not the Netas biker. That is a scroll you are doing it. My understanding, Pratibha, every human being life lost is a very damaging one. Very, very sorry for that. But at the same time, Congress should not politicize this. For example, in Tamil Nadu, the Iraq, 100 people are still in ICU, 100 already died. So we cannot be blaming anything on this. You cannot blame DMK government for that. And similarly, you cannot blame Narendra Modi or for that matter, Arvind Kejriwal. What did Arvind Kejriwal do? He was also inspecting. It is natural fury. I would like to end with that because he's not in ICU, because he's not in ICU.
Okay, so you're saying there should be accountability because there should be periodic checks of structures like this, because this could have been a much, much bigger tragedy. Similarly, in Rajkot as well. We have Dr. Nikul Patel joining us from the Congress party. Welcome to the show, Dr. Nikul Patel. There is a lot of anger over what has happened, yes. But, you know, the BJP is also saying that you are politicizing the issue. You're being selective in the issues you raise. You talk about what has happened in the Delhi airport, yet you refuse to speak about what is happening in the national capital because it's your ally Aam Aadmi Party to blame.
See, firstly, I would like to say that any such incident happened in the country, whomsoever the government is, definitely it is very pathetic and sad event. Now, with regarding politicizing the event, if you see, Bharatiya Janata Party never want to miss the chance, and then they want to criticize Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, everyone who are not in their favor. And that is why now it is now their own responsibility why they are not accepting that the fact that whatever is happened is not correct. Secondly, any infrastructure is built for a big, heavy capital investment, and the seasonal changes as well as the records of very few, means many few years are being taken to build that thing, and something is happening, then periodic maintenance is not happening. That is, you are very correct. Periodic maintenance is very much essential for all the heavy infrastructures that are there in the country. And if such things are not happening, then who is responsible? Definitely, the administration is responsible, and administration governed by the government, whomsoever the government is. Ultimately, the loss of life cannot be compensated by some amount that is being paid by the government. So as a country as a whole, when any such incident is happening, it has to be evaluated very critically as how the air crash investigations are being evaluated, because if we are not evaluating and if we are not learning a lesson and simply just blaming it, then the things are not going to change.
You're right.
It's a national
this is
problem
about passenger safety, and it's not a one-off incident. There have been 3 separate incidents over the last 3 days that have been reported. So does that mean after a spell of rains, any passengers going to the airport, any of the drivers going to the airport are not safe? So it raises some serious concerns about security because 3 separate incidents have taken place. We're also playing out visuals, not just of what happened in the Rajkot airport, but also in the national capital as well as Jabalpur. But apart from that, take a look at what the situation was like in Delhi, the national capital of a powerful country like India, brought to its knees after a spell of rains. The visuals on your screens are from the AIIMS Trauma Center, one of the most premier institutes, the medical institutes across the country. And because of the flooding, the patients had to suffer. So, Dr. Nikul Patel, you saw what happened in the national capital as well. There are several areas where the inundation continued even after 24 hours. Here, why doesn't the opposition raise the question? That's the question. Because the opposition is asking for accountability, yes, and that's absolutely right. But why be selective about it? That's the question. Is there a single question that has come in from the Congress or any of the opposition leaders in the states where the ally is in power? For example, in the national capital.
See, when it comes to a national capital, Aam Aadmi Party is in power, and definitely if you see last 10 years, member of parliament are from Bharatiya Janata Party. And whenever it is related to any development or infrastructure, there is a Sankalan Samiti, and if the member of parliament are not raising any voice, then definitely they are not good. First thing, there is a prime responsibility. Now it comes to Congress. Congress definitely raises a concern of so many things, and we criticize definitely, because if you see Pawan Kheraji also tweet about it, that why it is happening so in the national capital if the people had given you the mandate. So any government who is there, whether it is BJP, Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, their prime responsibility is the safety of their citizens who have given them the power.
I mean, come on. The situation is Delhi is because the desilting of the drains has not been taken up. The periodic checks that you're talking about in the airport has not been done in the national capital as well. Mr. Rajagopalan, the Congress party saying that, yes, it's unfortunate what happened in the national capital, but the MPs are from the BJP. Why don't they raise it in the parliament?
Congress is having double standard always. In Tamil Nadu, 100 people died on Kalakurchi due to this, Arak death, spurious death. Congress is silent. If it is for BJP, they come hammer and tong. Suppose if it is only for the allies, whether it is DMK or Aam Aadmi Party, Congress keeps the mouth shut. That is a bad strategy. My point is, don't politicize it. It's a natural tragedy. It may happen in. For example, Pratibha, last week, the landslide in Himachal Pradesh took 18 lives. Did BJP raise anything in the local? No. My understanding, Congress should also keep their mouth shut. In this crisis, they should help the government. They should help the rehabilitation. They should help the persons who are all in trouble. Instead of giving them rehabilitation, they cannot blame politically. And tomorrow they will start the parliament. Maximum Congress, what can they do? They will shout. And Rahul Gandhi will show the constitution book. That's the end of the matter. Oh, he should be serious. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you be serious. Don't be like a childish. But rating rains and, the canopy fall. It's a natural disaster.
Okay. Dr. Nikul Patel, respond to that. When you're speaking about the canopy collapse, yes, you should be raising this issue, but why not raise the issue on other burning issues, including the Hooch tragedy in Tamil Nadu? No statement has come in from any of the top leaders of the Congress party.
See, firstly, I would like to say that my friend is telling about the Congress to keep the mouth shut. I think when in the parliament we are asking for discussion on need, then the Honorable Prime Minister wants discussion on emergency that was led 50 years ago. So I think BJP has to become more mature on what they are doing and then just simply cursing the Congress. And Pradhan Mantri is always in the mode of campaigning. That is not correct. We are definitely serious about the things what are happening everywhere, and we are always trying to put the things onto the people.
Okay, so JP Nadda has written a letter to Mallikarjun Kharge. He has not spoken about it. Rahul Gandhi has not spoken about it. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has not spoken about it.
See, you want a statement from, we have already, if you see whatever statement is required, they will be giving. Right now, the national importance issues are that whatever the party is sitting will be replying to, definitely.
Okay, all right. The political blame game continues, but the question still remains. Should the Aam Aadmi be suffering because of this blame game? Whether it is the BJP pointing fingers at the previous governments, whether it is the Aam Aadmi Party that says that we don't have absolute powers in the national capital. Finally, it is the Aam Aadmi Party, Aam Aadmi that has to suffer because of the situation in the national capital and across the country in various locations. All of the visuals playing out on your screens. We'll have to leave it at that. Mr. Rajagopalan as well as Dr. Patel, thank you for joining us on the broadcast.